Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So I was making some research on braiders tips and hacks on how to just better my skill for 2020, and I came across some that I didn't know before, but I also came across some that I already knew. So in this video I am going to just show you a bunch of them, whether you know it or not. I just mixed both those I knew and the ones I didn't know, and this is them. For the first one, this video is by November Love. She was showing how to put in beads correctly. I always struggle with this. So she said start from the middle bead. After feeding that in, then you feed the left and the right, just like that. I used to feed in the beads without minding where I started from, and several times I have done, like when I am done, I'll find out that the beads are slanted to one side. So this is a good tip to start from the middle, then walk out from the middle towards your right and from the middle towards your left. A technique that I've used before that started working for me was when I want to taper the beads to like layer into the middle. I will start from the outer edge to the middle, then from the other outer edge to the middle. That used to work for me, but I prefer this one if you're trying to get it flat across and then layer the beads. So from the back, she started from the middle. After doing those three, the next layer was a little bit shorter than the previous one, just a tiny bit shorter. And then when she kept going, when she was done, everything was layered and just beautiful. So that's a good tip. Check out her channel November Love on Instagram and TikTok. She's not on YouTube. So some days ago, I uploaded a video of where I made triangular pattern knotless braid on a client, and in that video, I explained that every single time I have made triangular braids, I get somewhere in the head where it will just get a little bit more challenging and the triangles will not be perfect, and I'll just have to like maneuver my way around it. Maybe you might ruin like three triangles and then get the rest right, or like at least 90% of the triangle will be good and 10% must always be messed up. I have never got it perfectly, and then I saw this video. I was like, wow, I've never thought of making it like from front to back the way she did here, and I look forward to trying this in 2022, and I'll let you guys know how it works. I will film a video like this and just let you guys know how it works. So I really like this one. And then for the third one, you know how when you're making your lemonade braids, everything is looking so cute, everything is looking perfect, and then when you get like when you are done with the hair, sometimes it even looks perfect on the day I finish the hair, and then after like 3 days I see my client, and then I just notice like the bump over the ears forming, and that thing, it's like so annoying and frustrating to see. And so like most people, I would normally make knotless, not even just regular, like knotless box braid underneath the place the lemonade braids pour, so that it will not be bulky and it still gets bulky. So this tip is like this hack is perfect. Make a single braid back towards the ears and it works perfectly. Guys, you won't believe I tried this and I mistakenly braided it towards the front and it was standing out. Braid it towards the back so that it will tuck behind the ears. So this also applies, not necessarily, but you know, when you're making all braids to the back, once you have more than 10 braids, make individuals at the back so that you will not struggle with trying to fit in every single braid at the back. That is at the back of the head, at the nape of the neck, and it's also going to make the braid look fuller, except your client really don't want some. But when you have plenty braids, you need to try it. So number 4 is just showing different ways and options you have with your knotless box braid or with your braids. You can braid it to an extent of stop, you can braid it completely, then you can coil each of them, or you can leave it straight, and this is what she demonstrated. It is a good tip. You should know you have more options. I already made a video of different ways you can coil your hair with hot water. I use it flexi rollers, just braiding the hair and using strings, and the different types of coils you can get. I made that video. I will link it at the end of this one. If you want to play with hot water and your coils or your braids, you should watch that video. For number 5, I saw this hack this tip or hack, and I was like, damn, why haven't I thought of this since I'm just suffering myself? See, first of all, I saw a clip of a lady who was making jungle braids or those butterfly braids using a latch hook. Like, she finished making the normal braid and she used the latch hook and was pulling it up, and this thing was pulling out perfectly. After I have made several heads of butterfly braids, stressing myself pulling it out, and when I saw this one, it just looked so easy. As you can see, she used the rubber band at the top to secure it tightly so that whenever you're pulling, it doesn't pull the braid that goes upwards into the plate. And as you can see, she doesn't even start from close to the rubber band, just to cut off any chance of that happening. She's pulling just small pieces at once, and it still gives that fluffy butterfly look. Like those jungle braid, I made a video of different types of jungle braids, and if you want to make this one where you pull every single hair, it takes more effort, and this is just like sweet hack, like sweet hack. For number 6, if you make latch hook, sorry, if you make crochet hairstyles with this kind of silky hair and it always slides off, using this is a good hack. I like it. Instead of knotting 25 times, just burn it slightly with a hot iron. And then this comb, I don't even know where this comb came from. I didn't used to see this type of comb when we were braiding hair as kids. All of you, like all of a while, all of a sudden, it just flooded the internet all over the place. I was looking for this yeye comb in my country, I didn't see it, and when it now came out, it's like 600 naira, 800 naira. I was like, for this small comb, ordinary rat tail comb. And this hack is beautifully a solution. So she just pulled back some of the couple of first teeth and then sharpened this one. I am still not used to like making lines with this part of a comb. I like rat tail comb, and I use the tail of the rat. For number 8, if like some people just see some finished product and think that people braid magically like that, most times it's just knowing some tips and tricks there and there to make everything look more polished. So when you braid your hair, you leave out a little piece of hair. When you braid the next one, you then add it to it. So this creates that perfectly close together braids. And this is also the tip that we use in making braids over an area that doesn't have hair. So you braid, leave out some hair. When you braid the next one, you add that one, leave out some hair for the next one, and you keep going like that. And guys, I like the feeling of magic this gives. Like, people find this end result very fascinating, and it is nice. If you don't want to do that, you can just, when you're done with your braids, especially this all back, pass a needle through it and pull it just like that video, and your work will look more polished. So she said she enjoyed her hands. Guys, if you braid hair every day, or you need to braid, you really need to make hair, and you have an injury on your hand, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is a good tip. Nothing ever seemed to work. I would use plaster, it will come off. You use bandage, whatever you use just comes off. So I like this technique because that whatever is, that a latex glove, it's slippery, so you can easily slide your hand through the hair. Your bandage or plaster is not coming out. You have flexibility to use your hand. That's like a good rule. Thank you, sister, for that tip. And this other word I learned by mistake when I had to improvise using a tea mug to dip my client's hair in hot water, and ever since I have not stepped back, except I don't have a choice. So this is easier to handle. This is easier to handle because you can get up close with your to where you want to dip the braids or where it starts, and you have better control. The heat doesn't transfer to the handle of the mug. The only problem I've had with this is if my hand is oily in any way, the mug is going to be kind of sliding in my hand. So if that happens, I just use a small towel to hold on to the cup. And this is best for when you have to like get in close, like when you coil a client's hair and it's close to her scalp and you really need to get into that space. This is good, and this is good too for those clients that cannot keep their head steady, they're always turning around. I don't even want to say children because some adults are just wonderful people. So this type of picture, this is going to serve and this is going to help. For number 12, sometimes you see some people's knotless braid, and when you pack it, it lies flat on the scalp. It doesn't still, it's scanty, very scanty, but it doesn't look scanty. Like it just fills in nicely and it lies down very flat. That is because they are layering their hair in the brick format, and this video explains how you do that for people who don't know how to do that. So each line is just like a brick format. The center of one is the beginning of the next, the beginning of the next is the center of one, just like that. You layer your braids that way and it always looks perfect. You know what, this video is getting too long. Part 2 is going to be my next video. I have more tips and tricks that I have just researched on that is going to help me next year and is going to help you in 2022. Bye babes.